Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, hockey think tankers? This is One Take Tony, Jeff Lavecchio, and it's Short Shift Wednesday, sponsored by Skate Tech. In case you didn't know, Skate Tech Skate Sharpening and Equipment Repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
What's up, everybody? Short Shifts episode here. 10 minutes are on the clock. These are my favorite things to do. Vex, should you choose to get on this magic carpet ride with me, you have no idea what the topic is going to be. We're going to have some fun. I don't know this. Yeah, I think you're going to like this one. You ready?
I've never not liked it.
Okay. I want to talk about like power play habits. So more from a team standpoint than an individual standpoint. So like, what are some things that you've seen from successful power plays that you've been on? What are some things that you've seen from a penalty killing standpoint, since that was your specialty for a long time, of things that made life difficult for you as a penalty killer? Give me some habits that teams have that allow them to have a really successful power play.
Puck retrievals. I don't care if it's a dump. I don't care if it's a rebound. I don't care if it's an errant pass. You have to be an absolute dog on a bone when there is a loose puck. You have more numbers. If they have two, you have three or four. If they have one, you have two or three. The faster that you can get your team to realize that whenever there's a shot, whether it's a rebound, it goes to the boards, behind the net, there's a free puck, whatever it is, you have to get guys to not take that second to watch. And it's an absolute straight, I don't like the word beeline because it makes me think of a bee, but like you got to get to that puck as fast as you can. And then the really good teams, when somebody's going after that loose puck, that guy who's going for the puck, wherever it is on the ice, usually teams have kind of like a setup play or an idea. If the puck goes in the corner, strong side D or weak side D is going to rush to the wall around so that you can rim it around. If you think about the Washington Capitals, anytime there's a loose puck, Nicholas Backstrom's going to his half wall and they're rimming that puck around to him as hard as they possibly can. And he is always there and ready so that when he gets it, if there's any pressure, he right away knows where he's going. And now, bang, bang, 2 moves of the puck, they've released the pressure. Now they got back to full control. They can get in their setup. This is massively important.
Yeah, and it's funny you talk about that. I remember we had Reed Cashman on our podcast years ago. He's the head coach at Dartmouth now, and he was an assistant with Washington. And I don't know if you remember, but he told the story about how after practice, Backstrom would take like a ton of rims to that half wall spot. Probably got him a lot of assists.
Yes.
At the end of the day. But I think I want to add to what you're saying there, like, because retrievals are huge, especially off shots. Shot retrievals are huge. And the reason why is you want to have a successful power play. The more time you have the puck in the other team's zone, the more successful you're going to be. And so there are going to be 50-50s potentially after shot retrievals. And so the harder you work to win those 50-50s to get those puck, but then to add to that, the harder the support players work to get to spots, because when there's a 50-50 or a shot retrieval, the other team's going. Like that's when they pressure, is when there's not possession. And so they're going to go, which is potentially going to open up space around the ice because everybody's going to be kind of in one spot. And so if you can get to a spot where now we win this battle, we get the puck, and then we can quick strike attack. Because again, when is a lot of offense created? It's when the other team is not in their structure. And so how hard are you going to work, and how can you think it to have outs and outlets like you talked about potentially with those rims, but also in attacking off broken plays right away too. So I think that is a huge habit. And I would encourage all the coaches out there, don't start your power play drills by just giving the power play the puck inside the zone. Make them earn it. I don't start power play drills by just giving the puck to the power play. I'll rim it. I'll throw it into the corner. I'll shoot it on net and have the goalie put it into the corner, whatever. Like, you got to earn your power play rep. And I think that's huge. It's all a mentality.
It's so true. It's such a mentality, because like, obviously every time you shoot the puck, it's not going in on the power play. Every time you dump it in, like that is a chance for the other team to ice it. All they got to do is get to it and shoot it as hard as they can. You have to learn that it's instantaneously. There's a shot, I'm going to find the puck. Whether that's a rebound, I'm getting there before anybody else, or it goes into the corner or behind the net, or there's a bobble. It's like, it's not a lot of young teams, a lot of young players you'll see stand up tall and wait if they're on the power play. No, it's let's go. We need to get this puck back, because the sooner we get it back, the sooner we can get into our setup or whatever it is, and we have more time versus having to go chase the puck all the way down the ice and then find a way to get it in the zone and then set up and all that again. So if you do this, your power play percentage 100% will go up by quite a bit, just because you're not having to chase the puck as much.
Love it. Absolutely. 100%. A couple other things, because we only got 10 minutes here. I want to get to net front traffic. Have somebody in front of the net if you can, especially when the puck is up high. Again, if you make life a lot tougher for the goalie, it's a lot tougher for them to save the puck, a lot more goals you're going to score. And so, you're going to have different formations where people are going to pop out. You might not have somebody directly in front of the net, particularly like a bumper or a guy that's down low to get a pass. But the more we can, especially when the puck is up high at the point or on the half wall, having somebody in front, that's huge. That's absolutely huge.
Massive. And to go with that, D-men, you got to get your shots through.
Yeah.
Younger players are so all about tickling the ceiling with the clapper, right? All right. The longer you take to release the puck, the easier it is for somebody on the other team to block it. Also, the longer it takes for you to release the puck, the easier it is for the goalie to get set. Especially as you go up, goalies are massive. Their equipment's huge. The more that a goalie can get set, they have time to look around a screen if he's there. They're cutting off the angle, which means there's going to be more chance that the goalie controls the rebound, putting it into a corner or things like that. Quicker shot, especially if you have traffic, is better than a harder shot almost all the time. Okay, yeah. So like D-men, get your freaking shots off. A quick wrister is way harder to read. Me as a penalty killer, who penalty killed my whole higher level hockey life from juniors to pro, it's so much easier to block a slapper. So much easier versus like the puck's in front of you and all of a sudden you just let a quick wrister go. I don't know where you're letting it go from. I don't know where the puck is when it's coming off your stick, right? And also, as a guy who played net front on the power play, it's way easier as the net front guy to read a D-man shot. That's a wrist shot. I can see it coming off the blade. I can see kind of how their body's positioned versus if you take a clapper. Way harder for me to like rotate, get out of the way of the shot, or tip the puck. I'm not saying never take slap shots, but like I'm telling you, at the younger ages, I can't tell you how many times I see D-men get their shots blocked because they take forever to get it off. Whereas if they just got it at the net and there's a net front presence, that's how you create the greasy goals.
Forever.
Yeah, don't do that. Drives me nuts.
All right, last thing here. Quick puck movement. Puck movement. Have to move the puck quick, and if you're not moving the puck, like whether it's by passing or even if you're skating, but I want to talk about passing. So like you want to get the other team out of their structure, right? And the best way to do that is quick puck movement, because so much of the penalty kill, as you know, is out and back, right? Out and back. Like engage and then retreat back to the middle, engage and retreat back to the middle. And the more that you move pucks quick, the more you're going to find little seams and little areas because the other team is doing that. And like, I'll even do things in practice where I'll shrink the zone. I'll take dividers and put it 5 feet inside the blue line, and that's the blue line now. So there's less time and space. So now it forces the players to have to move puck quicker. Or I'll take the dividers and I'll put them, 5 feet off the boards on both sides of the wall and shrink it from horizontally. And so now, again, it forces the players to have to move the puck a lot faster because there's less time and space. I love practicing. Well, I love playing this way on the penalty kill anyway, but especially practicing aggressively. You're going all out on the penalty kill, and you're going to force our power play guys to have to move the puck and get to spots of support as well. And so I just think, and I'll ask you as the penalty kill, I just feel like it's so much harder to kill penalties when the team is moving the puck quick. And when you have like a player on the half wall that just holds onto it for seconds upon seconds upon, it's just like easy. It's like
so easy. Stay there. I'll let you stay there. I'll stand in a place where I know you want to pass it, and I make it really hard for you to get that pass through. Stay on that half wall. You just killed 8 seconds. Awesome. You made my job way freaking easier.
There we go. All right. Power play habits inside the zone. Boom. Time's up.
Booyah.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.